Hey, y'all. Welcome to our first episode of Inside the Icebox. I'm Michael Schwab, and I'm hosting this podcast with Jackson Adams. This is an Astros podcast where we're just here to have a good time, talk about our favorite team, and, maybe throw in some hot takes while we're at it. Now, just to go back, when the Astros changed the name of the stadium from Minute Maid to Daikin, and I broke the news back then, I like to give my brother this for naming it the Icebox then. So I'm glad that we can run with this name Icebox because that's what it is now. What's Juicebox, Icebox now? But this is going to be a great podcast. Jackson, what do we have planned today?
Let me just say we have some really awesome stuff planned today. There's a lot of stuff, a couple different scenes that we have written down, but we're going to start it off with this day in Astros history. I'm going to kick it over to Schwabi, and he's got a really fun fact for us.
I've got a really fun fact, something that will ring in everyone's ears very well, and that's on this date in history, which is March 12th, Jeff Blum was traded to the Astros from the Montreal Expos. Yes, those existed back then. But 2002, Jeff Blum was traded here. He is a big part of our lives now. We don't talk about his Chicago years. That's okay. But he is on the broadcast for Space City Home Network. Good guy, friend of the show, probably. And also, happy birthday to Jimmy Wynn Toy Canyon, who is number 5 on the Astros home run list with 223. Dude was an absolute machine. So happy birthday to Jimmy Wynn. What you got? What you got, Jackson?
Okay. Our second section of the opener. I have a fun would you rather question. Schwabi, not only do I want you to play this, but I want everyone that's listening to play this. So everyone put your thinking caps on. I've got a good question for y'all. Would you rather have a season where the Astros sweep all the awards but don't win 95 games, or a season where the Astros win 110 games but don't get any awards?
I mean, that's easy. That's the easiest ever. I'd say no awards, 110
Really?
wins. 110 wins because it's just a piece of metal, right? Like, give me the actual award that matters, and that's the World Series. And I think 110 wins team will get you closer there than a Silver Slugger award. What do you think?
Dude, I might take the awards. It'd be cool to have an MVP, a Cy Young, a Rookie of the Year, Silver Sluggers, Gold Glovers, Manager of the Year. You know what I mean? Like, that might be kind of cool to all have on the same team. You might have a better chance getting to the World Series with all that than.
That's true. I mean, that's a good point because you've got a stud team with all the awards, and that means you're a media darling because they're voting for you for all the things. I don't know. I still take 110 wins because I feel better about that. What they win, like 106 in 2022.
2022 was 106.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we're divided on there, but that's okay. The house is not frozen.
Yeah,
it's not frozen at all. Speaking of frozen, what melts ice?
Some hot takes.
Oh boy. Oh no. It's hot take time. This is our part of the opener of Inside the Icebox where we say things that would melt any ice, even in Antarctica. What you got, Jackson? You've got something good, don't you?
Yeah, I've got a hot take that's going to probably should have put it on a clip because it'll make some people angry. But my hot take for the Houston Astros in 2026 is the Houston Astros are going to win 106 games this year. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty number, but I think this team slept on. I think this team has a lot of really good tools, a lot of really good things that a lot of people aren't choosing to look at.
106 wins is absolutely insane. I'm not going to say it's crazy. I'm not going to say it's stupid either, but I'm just not there yet. But that's why it's a hot take. I'm getting some water from that ice right there. That's melted. But I think it's good. This is why I like you, Jackson. You got good hope. I got good hopium. I'm in the 95 win camp. That's where I am, 95. But that's okay.
You know what? That's not good enough for me. I don't see 95, and I'm not satisfied with that number.
That's okay. That's why I like you. Here's my hot take. Are you ready for this one?
Okay.
I'm going to go insane. Top 5 Cy Young finish, Lance McCullers.
I had a knack that was coming.
I have to say it. Everything I'm seeing from him this year, I just want to, a free agent year coming up to top 5 Cy Young finish. He's going to make everyone turn their heads. And he's going to make the Astros want to extend him. I'm saying it. People are going to judge the heck out of me. I don't care. But he's getting up to 95 on the fastball. He's going 4-seam. Change-ups looking really good. Movement's looking good. And he's healthy. So that's where I'm at. But we know these things because of what? Spring training. And that's where we are right now. So, folks, let's dive into our spring training time. Let's go.
Spring training. We're here now. It's March. And, the butterflies are flying. The caterpillars are starting to come out. And we're at the most fun time of the year, right? It's, the time of the year, me and Schwab have had this conversation. You get really excited for spring training to come. And then after 5 days, you're ready for the season to come because what in the world's happening? But the Astros kicked off their spring really, really slow. The offense was extremely sluggish. They weren't winning games. I was getting satisfied with ties just to let y'all know how down bad the Astros were. Yeah, it was really bad. But the last 7 games, the Astros are 5-2. The offense is starting to look a lot better. Although the batting average and the team hits aren't that high, we've had some notable wins: 10-3 versus the Cardinals, 7-1 versus the Nationals, 7-6 versus the Orioles not too long ago. This offense is starting to take shape as the starters start to be put into the lineup a lot more.
I like the look of that. And I'm with you. Spring training, it's one of those things, there's nothing going on. Yeah. And then it starts and we're so excited. And then we realize, wait a minute, you may get like 1 inning of major league ball and the rest is minor league ball. And that's okay. Yeah. We're so happy for these prospects and everything, but I think everyone's ready to see the players. But, those numbers are ticking up because we are seeing the regular season players, the major league players staying in games longer. Here's something that I love. I love that they've walked it off in a few of these games. Yeah. What was on Tuesday? They walked it off against the Orioles. We love it that when they beat the Cards. When we beat the Cardinals, it's always a good day. But here's the thing. This is how I feel about spring training. It's everyone getting a chance to get back into it all. I always feel like the bats are slower, even out of spring training. My biggest thing is I'm looking for a good rotation. And that was the Astros' problem last year, is not only did they not have depth on the rotation, they had a lot of issues on who's going to be good, who's going to start, what's going on, a lot of iffy things. Hey, man, they're number 1 in team ERA for starters.
Really?
Right now. Oh, yeah. 1.95. And it's just spring training. 3.71, number 5 across all of their pitching this spring training. So those are things that I love to see for the Astros. I mean, look at this one. In the 4th team, number 4, 1.27 whip. So the pitchers are looking good. I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing from the new ones. If
that's the 4th best whip in baseball, we're in a really bad spot with pitching.
I mean, it's good. It's good stuff, but the starters are looking good. We'll talk about the injuries later. A hater makes me nervous, but we'll be okay. But, what are you excited from the starters you've seen so far?
Offensively or pitching?
Let's talk pitching.
Okay. Well, man, me and Schwab, we go way back with this certain guy, Tetsuya Ime. He's doing some really good stuff. it's known that the Astros are going to bring guys in and develop them to the moon. It makes me really sad that Ime has an option because he's going to be really stinking good this year. He's going to do a lot of really good stuff for the Astros. His fastball being at 95, 96 in spring training is absurd because he's not even there yet. You're in West Palm Beach on March 8th. You have no reason to have adrenaline, no reason to have the blood flowing. A comp that I would give Tetsuya Ime, I don't want to say Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but he's really similar to him. He's really similar to a guy like Yu Darvish, kind of a Dylan Cease. But Tetsuya Ime's got some really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all excited about him, and then that's what's exciting too is that the Astros went over to China, Japan, all these different parts to find players, and then Ime said, I want to come to Houston. I don't want to go to the Dodgers. I don't want to go to New York. I want to come to Houston, and he wants to compete against Ohtani. That's the stuff that you love to see, but that's just fun stories. It's what they're doing that matters. And so
right.
It's like you're saying, man, he's been doing great so far. He hasn't allowed a run in 2 starts. It's okay. It's only 3 innings. But like I liked seeing his swing and miss. His whiff.
Right.
And to the people out there, a whiff is just not only if someone swings, but if they miss a ball completely for a strike. And so
it literally the stat sounds like the noise that it makes. Yeah.
There you go. There's a whiff right there. You know who else is making lots of whiffs? Mike Burrows.
Yeah.
Mike Burrows is making whiffs. Hunter Brown's making whiffs. Like the Astros are like, hey, how do we do this when Fromber leaves? Well, let's just add people who can make people miss. So Mike Burrow's got he's got 10 strikeouts right now. Hunter Brown's got 14. This is the stuff you want to see with starters. And we haven't even set the full rotation.
Yeah. To think that, let's be real, you've got Hunter Brown leading off. But you've got 2 or 3 guys that could be your number 2, and Mike Burrows, Tetsuya Ime, and Christian Javier. Then that's also 2 or 3 guys that could be your number 3, and 2 or 3 guys that could be your number 4. And the Astros plan on running out a 6-man rotation that could consist of Spitzer Arrighetti, right? Ryan Wise, obviously our favorite Lance McCullers, who deserves a spot in the starting rotation. This team, I told Schwab we should just do a 7-man because we've got so many starters that I like that could go out there and compete for this team. It genuinely seems like that could be a real possibility with just how competitive they are. It won't happen, but
no, it's not. But 100%, like 6-man rotation. But I think what you can do is have a hybrid of a 7 to where you are having someone like a Ryan Weiss who may not make the rotation, but he is a long reliever. The goal is that you don't want too much innings on your relievers. You want your starters going longer. It worked great for the team in 2022, and that's why they won it all, in my opinion. But they've got good pieces that can do that. Ryan Weiss, great option for a long reliever if he gets there. Bluebaugh, another player that can get there. I just think that I'm liking the depth. I'm seeing their vision, and their pitching factory is just insane. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think they're happy about it.
I look around the league and just look around the AL, the people we compete with. There's not one rotation that I like more than ours. Maybe Boston. That might be it because of Crochet and Ranger Suarez. But other than that, I'm not scared of the Yankees. I'm not scared of Toronto. I'm not scared of the Orioles. No one in the Central because we don't even need to speak about that division.
Yeah, but don't forget Detroit.
I'm not scared of Detroit, dude. Who's there to be scared of? Yeah, Scooball, obviously.
Fromber's there now. Framber's there. So I mean, I'm with you. It's okay. But I think rotation is good. It brings me though to the other part of this. This is the two-headed monster of baseball. So I'm feeling good about the pitching, but the hitting. Where are we looking on that? I mean, it's telling two stories right now. And I don't want to go too deep into it because it is spring training. But I will say what I'm excited about for the hitters. And you've got a team that is not hitting great right now. That's okay. There's a lot of minor leaguers in there, but they're hitting at 188, which is the worst in baseball right now in spring training. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah. The slugging's horrible. Fine.
Wait,
they are leading the lead in walks though. So they have 97 walks, which totally leads the league. And to me, I love that. I love that because that means they're trying to watch the ball. They're trying to do something different.
And Schwab, speaking of Imai, he is pitching yesterday in the first inning, 2 strikeouts, got up to 98.1 miles an hour.
Excuse me. Oh, boy.
I literally just said the guy is like, the guy's getting ready to ramp it up. The fact that he's throwing 95, 96 in spring training is crazy. Now he's throwing 98? Are you serious? I mean,
this is the thing that I don't think people are ready for because we don't have all the stats. We don't know how they translate from, Japanese baseball to the United States. The ball is even different, but 98 miles an hour. That's insane. Jackson, danger. Tell me, what do you feel about the hitting?
The team average right now, proceed with caution, is 188. The team's got 9 homers. Where I'm happy is that obviously we got new hitting coaches and they brought a new ideal into camp, and that's walking more, right? Get on base, get on base, get on base, get on base. But there's a other side of that the Astros are struggling with, and that's the strikeouts. Obviously, like I said, this goes with both sides because there's minor leaguers in camp. And if you know anything about the Astros minor leagues, they're notorious for striking out a lot. If you think of all the prospects that come up, Loper Fido had a high K rate. Zach Cole, high K rate. Walker Yannick has a high K rate right now. All these guys strike out a lot, and that carries. That's a hard thing to get rid of. That's why they're trying to add more walks, because you get deep into at-bats, you see a new pitcher, it's good. So I'd like to say I'm happy about it, but I won't be happy about it until I see what we do in the regular season.
Yeah, and you can't take too much, into thought about how the starters are doing. Like you look at Jordan and his numbers are bad, but it doesn't matter. Right now, all they're focusing on is just, it's like you said, seeing the ball better. You want to see players like Cam Smith. He's seeing the ball better, and he's also hitting it so hard. I'm real excited. I'm bullish on him. The biggest thing that matters is playing well and getting out of camp without any injuries. How are we looking on that front?
Man, there's a lot of injuries. The biggest one, the most key injury that we've got to talk about is Jeremy Pena fracturing his finger. If y'all don't know what happened, Jeremy was receiving a ground ball, playing for Team Dominican Republic, and took a bad hop and fractured his ring finger. And that's brutal because now he's in jeopardy of starting on opening day. Luckily, we have infield surplus, but that stuff really hurts.
Yeah, literally and physically. I bet it hurts. It is also his right hand too, so that's something to consider. That's his throwing, affects batting. But I did see some video of him throwing. He's at the Astros camp now. He's not with the Dominican team anymore. I'm not super concerned. You got to be concerned if there's surgery involved. At the moment, hopefully, I think it's going to be okay, but I would imagine he's going to miss some of opening day. But like you said, that surplus, that's a great problem to have. We've got an infield surplus. Isaac Paredes was never traded at the moment. And that's coming into play against yesterday's game. He played third base and Carlos Correa played shortstop. That's kind of what you need. And you don't have some chump playing shortstop. You have one of the best shortstops in the game, platinum gold glover, playing it right now while
your backup
Pena's
shortstop.
out.
It's a plat glover.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where I know a lot of these people are pushing, and a lot of these media people are pushing for a trade to happen. But outside of that surplus, I think it's okay. The outfield does worry me a little bit. We'll get to there at some point. But yeah, we got injury talk. Pena, the finger. Let's go on to Josh Hader. So he's been having bicep issues, and the team addressed it yesterday. Joe Spada said that it's likely that he will go on the injured list to start the season. That's what Spada told the media. How long? That's something that we don't know. My gut feeling is it won't be too long. It should be okay. I've heard rumblings that it's not super serious, but they are monitoring it. But I would say that he won't start on opening day like they said, and it should just be some time to come back from there.
I'd say it's probably going to be about 10 days. I think his ramp up is a serious thing. Like the ramp up is going to take a second. But of course, like anything, we want that to take a second because, we want him to come back healthy. We want him to come back strong. Luckily, the Astros have a pretty easy schedule to start the season. So you shouldn't have to be using Hader. You shouldn't have to have him in games. You play the Angels for 4 to start the year. You play Boston for 3. That Boston series is huge because that has playoff implications. You've got Brian Abreu for a reason. So you shouldn't have to worry too much. But Josh Hader, just get healthy. That's the moral of the story. Yeah. Just get healthy.
And here's your test for the new training department, because they fired the guy who's in charge of that, assistant GM, who also helped with that as well. They brought in all new people. Can they get people back healthy? Are they going to push them? Or are they going to be okay? Quick, small little injuries. Nate Pearson dealing with an elbow issue. The Astros signed him as a free agent. Not sure when he will be back. Never good to see an elbow not doing well. Iniel de los Santos, knee strain. He is probably in jeopardy for missing opening day. For him, that's just another bullpen guy who's got a good fastball. But just to me, that's depth. Those are kind of the big injuries there at the moment. What are we looking at roster-wise, Jackson?
Man, there's a lot of roster moves. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more roster moves in the coming weeks than there will be probably in the season. Hopefully we're not waiving and optioning a whole bunch of people. That means it's injuries. But so far, we've had to send people back down to AAA. First guy on the chopping block was reliever Jaden Murray. Decent fastball on him, but his stats in spring training just weren't cutting. 5 games pitched, 6 innings pitched, allowed 5 earned runs, gave up 5 hits, walked 5 guys to 7 strikeouts, and posted a 7.5 ERA in those 5 games.
I like Jaden Murray. I like him a lot. And I feel like, once again, you don't really ever want to hold it against someone during spring training. I liked what I saw last year, 1.54 ERA. That's in 9 games. And I talked to Astros great Morgan Ensberg about Jaden Murray because Ensberg's with the Tampa. He's with Tampa's minor league system, and he worked with Jaden Murray. Said he's a stud, good kid. So far, man, he I think he can be that. But with him going down, that's okay. I'm hopeful for him. Now, the Astros did make a move in signing former Astro world champion Christian Vasquez on a minor league deal. This is good depth for the team. Missing a little bit of that veteran presence for the catcher. Now, it's a minor league deal, so if he were to make the team, that would look like Cesar Salazar not making the squad or going with 3 catchers. It's a tough one because Salazar is going to have to be designated for assignment. He doesn't have any options left. He's a good defensive catcher. He's got some pop. That's going to be a tough decision. But because of that surplus, that sent down prospect Walker Janik down. And he's been doing pretty good, hasn't he?
Yeah. Walker Yannick. Guys, this is a prospect to be excited about. He's from Sam Houston State. One of the best. He won the Buster Posey Award. One of the best defensive catchers in college baseball. The guy's got a cannon, but he's also got a really good bat, a good right-handed bat with a lot of pop. So far in spring training, he hit in 7 games, had 11 at-bats, 5 hits, 1 homer, and swung .455 batting average with a 1481 OPS.
Yes.
Which is insane.
Yes. Let's talk about great OPSs. I love that. I think that's always a fun surprise is that when you have someone like him, Yannick, who is a defensive catcher, but he's starting to show the bat a little bit more. Man, that's a good sign. When do you think we'll see him?
When's Yainer a free agent?
Oh, goodness. You may see him this year, though. I think there's a chance we could see him this year.
I don't think so. I think he's going to start the year in Corpus, and they call him up to AAA Sugarland around May. And then we'll see him in 27 if there's a season.
Okay. Oh, gosh. I'm not ready to talk about that yet. We'll save it for next episode, probably. Hey, quick moves. Lucas Spence, he was sent down to Sugarland. Wasn't doing too much, batting 176. And then Jason Alexander, who was a big part of the rotation last year, dealing with all the injuries last year. He really stepped up, got a good changeup. It's not the same guy from Seinfeld, by the way. This is the pitcher, Jason Alexander. He'll be good to have down in AAA. Be good depth for them. Always something to come up if the Astros need it. But it's not a surprising move with what's going on. Do you want to talk about trade rumors? Do you want to talk about the elephant in the room?
I think I'd love to do that.
What is that elephant? What is its name?
That elephant's name is Isak Paredes. And look, the elephant right now, the elephant's just, kind of got his head peeking in, right? The elephant probably a month ago was, standing in the middle of the room. We can ask lots of people. There's lots of people online really pushing for this trade to happen. It's looking like something that probably isn't a possibility anymore. There's no reason for the Astros to trade Isak. I don't know why they would, because you just saw Jeremy Pena get hurt. The injuries are getting started already, and you can make ample playing time. Trading Isak would really kind of mess some things up. You got a lot of control for him, and teams aren't willing to pay the price that he's really worth. The Astros talked to Boston about Jarren Duran, Wilyer Abreu, Connolly earlier, Peyton Toll, and we basically just got to spit in the face because teams want to decide that Isak doesn't have that good of a bat. It's not the case. We saw what he did last year, and in a short play time, because he ripped his hamstring off of his leg, the guy had 20 plus homers. The guy is a good bat. He's a good hitter. He's a good hitter in more ways than just hitting. His approach, his walkability, his ability to just be at the plate for a long period of time makes him sheer valuable. And teams choose to ignore that.
Yeah, I think he's built for Daikin. He's built for the icebox, especially that short porch in left field. I mean, he is one of those players that was just like engineered to be an Astro. And so I think what happens is fans and media get excited about trade ideas, and then they may get a hint or something. And, I don't know how serious this Paredes trade ever was with the Red Sox. I can confirm from sources, and of course, it's been said everywhere, that the Red Sox were very interested, and they continue to be interested. But just to give a quick window on how trades work, and I wanted just to let you guys know out there listening, trades don't happen in baseball overnight. Sometimes they take a few months, actually. Sometimes it's conversations, a quick phone call here. You got to act like front offices are one track minded in everything they do. And so, like, for example, when it's free agency time, they're focusing on that. And then maybe they'll take a quick call on a trade. And then it's going to be owners meeting. And it's going to be, winter meetings, all these things down the road. If anything happens, this is just my theory. I don't think a trade happens for Paredes till the deadline, because at some point the season starts. Both teams want to see what they have. Duran is playing very good right now in the World Baseball Classics. The Red Sox may want to hold on to that as well. And the Astros may want to see how their outfield is. So I just don't see it happening. And I don't think it needs to happen. That's my number one thing, is it doesn't need to happen right now. Even if Pena was okay, they're going to find a way to get the at-bats. We have to remember that not every lineup is going to look exactly the same. You can figure out a way to get those people in there. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I 100% agree. There was also some rumblings. Boston wasn't the only team that was interested in Isak. The Pirates had a little time where they were. I saw some things about the Brewers. I think what's going to happen is Isak's going to have a really good, valuable, versatile, because he's going to be able to play third, short, or not short, definitely not short, second, first, DH, all over the place. And he's going to put up good stats. And Boston's going to look at whoever they decide to field at third base and go, oh, we probably should have made that trade. And you'll see Isak get dealt at the 2026 deadline.
If it's necessary. That's the biggest thing. If it's necessary. Right. But that's just what's rumblings. They've got the team for what they are today. The biggest thing is that we're smack in the middle of spring training, and baseball, real baseball, opening day is coming up. How far away are we? 14 days away.
Let's go.
So if you're listening to this podcast, which is Thursday today, that's 14 days. We'll be playing the Angels.
Yeah.
At Daikin, at the Icebox. And you will be inside the Icebox. It won't just be a podcast. You will be in there watching the game. So 14 days, that's exciting.
Yeah.
You know what else is exciting?
What?
A 98 mile an hour fastball and an 87 slider from Imai. Anyway.
Man, that is exciting.
What did they do? I think it seems like people are hopeful. It seems people are excited. If you're listening to this and you're excited, send us a comment about what you feel about this season. It's back and forth on how much people think they're going to win this year, but it hasn't even started yet. But I like what I'm seeing so far.
For sure. It's going to be really fun.
So 14 days, we're there.
We'll have an episode coming out on opening day morning.
We will have an episode coming out opening day morning. And you know what? I think next one or the one after, we'll do our roster projections. Don't you think so? I think we'll talk about who we think is going to make the team and what's going to look like.
And we got to do some season predictions.
We have to do season predictions. Oh, and maybe we can do a prediction about the awards and the Astros sweeping every single one.
Hey, that'd be crazy. Hey,
you got to bring it back. I got to bring it back. That's well, would you rather? Let's just go ahead and win every single one, and let's win 105 games. Let's just do both.
Cam Smith MVP.
Why not?
No.
Hey, listen. If he's top 3 in MVP, the Astros get another pick. So that would be exciting.
Yeah. It would be really cool. Hunter Brown Cy Young, we know that's happening. That's happening. If there were a guy that was going to win MVP on the Astros, I'd probably say it's going to be Zach Cole. No, I'm joking.
I
It'll be
know
Pena.
Yeah. I could see it. I could
Pena
see
or
Pena.
Jordan.
I think I'd go Jordan, Pena, and then let's just say Cam Smith has the opportunity to do it too. Let's just say it.
It's going to be Zach Cole.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen listening out there, Jackson Adams is a Zach Cole hype man. So just be prepared this season. We'll be hearing lots of Zach Cole.
He's the truth.
He's a truther. He's the truth.
And we're going to have Zach Cole on this podcast, and it's going to be the best rated episode in podcast history.
Ever. We're going to make it. We're putting this out into the world. Zach Cole, we will get you on this show. Well, speaking of the show, I think that wraps it up for us. Thank you all for listening to this first episode. We appreciate you guys because you're the ones that make this fun. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Tell your people, your friends, your grandma, your cousin about it. I bet your grandma loves the Astros. Yeah. Give us a good rating. Please subscribe. And we will talk to you more from the Icebox going forward. Thank you so much.